2014, and she's also the Morristown Council President. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Sandi, I am Morristown Council President, and 2 weeks ago Teresa called me. We were on a national call for Moms Demand Action, and this was all being discussed. She called me and she said, "Do you want to do this with me? I'm only going to do it if you say yes." And I was like, "Sure, I'd love to do this because this is what we need right now." So I wrote about 4 different speeches for today, and I realized I'm not going to read to you. I'm just going to speak to you from the heart, because this is all in our hearts. Are you fed up? Yes! Are you fed up? Yes! Okay, so you'll see a poster over here. Text "fed up" to 64433. You will get a response text asking you for your zip code. You put your zip code in, and they will notify all of our elected officials in Washington, and they'll find a count. So, right here, we are so fortunate to have Mikey Sherrill as our congressman. I can't even tell you. So not only her, but we have Cory Booker as our senator, and he's fighting on the floor also for us. It's really important that our voices are heard. So there's 2 ways for your voices to be heard. Texting, so they understand that there's thousands of people who want to be heard. And the next way is voting. We have a primary coming up. We have a general election coming up. Vet your candidates. Listen to what they have to say. Do research on them. Just because some nice guy comes knocking at your door and you think he's nice doesn't mean his background is supporting what we're all supporting here. There's a sign over there. You want to vet your candidate for Gun Sense candidate, gunsensevoter.org. You put in your state or your area. It will tell you if your candidate that you're looking at to vote for is in support of what we're doing here today. It's very important that you understand what your candidates stand for, because a nice guy isn't going to get it done. And we all know that because there's a lot of somewhat nice guys in Washington not getting the job done. So do your research. And again, I'm going to say, we're really lucky to have Mikey Sherrill as our representative. Been a supporter for more years than I know. I'm wearing a badge today. I'm a Gun Sense candidate in 2023. Mikey's been a Gun Sense candidate since the inception of her running. So I just want to say it's important who you know who to run. I also want to thank the police. We have a lot of police here today. When they decided in a career in being a police officer, they didn't know that they were going to face weapons of war in their daily lives. None of them deserve to go to war. I see a lot of my teacher friends out there. None of them signed up to face assault weapons in their schoolroom. None of them. They signed up to educate our children, and that's what we need to go back to. Not figuring out how kids should learn triage for their fellow students, which might be the most mind-boggling thought I've ever heard, that a 5-year-old should be putting pressure on an assault rifle wound of their classmate. It's nuts. We need the assault weapons ban reinstated. I want to thank the administration for letting us have this rally today. And again, I want to thank Teresa. She is beyond our... Thanking me, and when she asked me to do this, and she's like, "Oh, you've been right there with me, calling people and getting people out here," and I'm thinking, no, I'm lucky that somebody like Teresa asked me to partner with her. Absolutely. It's an honor to stand up here as a mom's volunteer and partner with Teresa, Fern, all the Moms Demand Action volunteers. We're over 10 million strong in this country, and we're